So guys, it's Chef Mayhem. So we're gonna be learning how to make potassium nitrate, KNO3, with simple household items. You know, uh, this slideshow was very easy to make because I just copied it off of somebody else. Don't tell anybody that. Um, Alright, that's stupid. Um, let's get to it, I guess. So the ingredients you're gonna need are 40 grams of ammonium nitrate. This you can get from Instant Cold Packs, which has ammonium nitrate listed as its ingredient. 37 grams potassium chloride, which is used as a salt substitute. You gotta make sure that the salt substitute says potassium chloride is listed as the only ingredient, or else you're gonna be you're not gonna get what you want. It's gotta be like 99.9% potassium chloride. Then you want to get 100 milliliters of water. Materials you're gonna need are a heat source, coffee filters. You just gotta get more than one coffee filter to be safe, because those things are screwy. You need a fridge or some source of coldness. Those measuring Then you're gonna need those measuring things of like liters, like this thing over here, and you need small containers of similar size and shape to the measuring things. And you're gonna need a balanced measure mass. It doesn't matter whether it's like electronic or anything like that. Um, let's get to step one. No, never mind. Now, where to find the ingredients? You should be able to find the ingredients at a grocery store and or Walgreens. Cool packs that work using ammonium nitrate contain two pouches. One of them is filled with water. Well, it's usually just one pouch, and inside of that pouch is another pouch, there is no contradiction between them, I guess. Uh, One is filled with water, while the outer one is filled with water, while the inner one is contains solid ammonium nitrate as granules. Uh, Potassium chloride is a common salt substitute and is used by people trying to cut their sodium intake. Because sodium isn't really that good for you if you consume in large doses. In fact, there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, if you just think about it, put sodium in water and then you see what happens. Right? And you're basically putting that type of stuff in your stomach. So it's sold with table salt and other spices. So it's sold near table salt and other spices. While it's fine if there is an anti-caking chemical, you want to avoid light salt containing both potassium chloride and sodium chloride, because you end up with a mixture of sodium nitrate and potassium nitrate from the chemical reaction. So that's interesting because that means if you put uh, sodium chloride in it, you get sodium nitrate, which I didn't know, and they're practically the same thing. Sodium nitrate and potassium nitrate, they're both saltpeter, both have the same uses, practically. I mean, I don't really know where they're not practically used as different, um, have different uses, but it doesn't really matter. If you guys have any questions about that topic, just email me and I'll or just leave a comment below and I'll just answer it to the best of my ability. And if I can't answer it, I'll just do some research there for you. I have a lot of resources, so it's yeah. Step one: dissolve 40 grams of ammonium nitrate into 100 milliliters of water. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Step two: filter the solution through a coffee filter to remove any undissolved material. This is so you don't have any like I said before, you don't have any of that lovely stuff, because that's not gonna mix well. Heat the solution to with 37 grams of potassium chloride dissolved with light salt. Do not boil the solution. Just put it at a temperature that's right near boiling, but not exactly boiling. You know what I'm saying? Step 4 is fill the solution and either set it in the freezer to chill, or if you don't have access to a fridge, then put it in an ice bath. Freezer, I meant freezer. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me these days. Um, Pour off the ammonium chloride solution, leaving the potassium nitrate crystals. You can recover the ammonium chloride too if you like, but it's really. Actually, I'm just gonna go eat. What can you do that's fun with ammonium chloride? Oh, it's a diuretic apparently. Oh, and it's used for dry sinuses. Anyway, you can keep that if you want. Pretty sure you can use it if you really want to. Pretty sure that if I remember correctly, ammonium chloride actually has a certain flame. So you could, if you want to ever build a certain coloration to its flame. So if you ever want to put that into like a firecracker, homemade firecracker, then that would be a good idea. Good use. I mean, not a good idea, obviously. Once potassium nitrate crystals are dry, you can use them for chemistry experiments. The resulting potassium nitrate does contain impurities, but it will work fine for pyrotechnic projects and other experiments described on this site. This site, the reason why it says a site is because I just copy and pasted this. This is one of the things that I forgot to take that out. Sorry, it's neighborhood noises. Um, yeah, so I got the site. I'll tell you guys later where I got the site from, or what site this is. It's a pretty interesting site. I'll leave that in the description and I'll leave it in the slideshow. So here's some science projects that you can use potassium nitrate. I'm not going to say which one's my favorite because then then this channel might get banned because then it might be it might not be the channel might be taken down because the channel's been taken down 5 times already. That was a hyperbolic, but so I had to be very careful. This stuff has other uses besides violence. You know, can't go around spreading nihilism. Um, Perhaps the simplest project you can perform with potassium nitrate is the producing of purple fire. Like I said, that's because in certain. Let's see if I remember. Uh, oh, that's because of the energy state when crap when ener- when a certain compound or element goes to a certain energy state and reduces to another one, to its original one, it emits a electromagnetic radiation in the form of some certain wavelength, and depending on that wavelength, it'll produce a certain color. And that's because of the electrons and electron orbitals. You really don't want to know a lot. Well, if you do, you could just leave a comment and I'll answer it. Um, yeah, potassium nitrate is key ingredient in homemade storm glass, which is those things that you swirl around in your hand and it makes like a little tornado. and this produces crystals in response to atmospheric conditions. Mix potassium nitrate with sugar to make a homemade smoke bomb. I will actually be going over that pretty soon. Um, and coat paper with mixture of potassium nitrate and water. Let it dry and apply a message to write a message using fire. And potassium nitrate is also used to make black powder, which is I've made videos about that already. So yeah, and here's the site. How to make potassium nitrate. I actually was looking for the site initially to find an easier way that was less tedious than the original version of how to make potassium nitrate. I guess the other version was more tedious, but was also more cheaper. But it also produced less quality, potassium nitrate. This one produces more quality potassium nitrate because it's a chemical reaction, obviously. And so I'm just going to briefly go over how this what happens to chemical reactions. So in the chemical reaction, aqueous solutions of ammonium nitrate and potassium chloride are reacted to exchange the ions and form potassium nitrate and ammonium chloride. This is basically a redox reaction, and yeah, but pretty much all chemical reactions are redox. The ammonium chloride is much more soluble in water than the potassium nitrate, so you can just get potassium nitrate crystals, which can be separated from the ammonia chloride solution. Um, here's the here's a chemical reaction. If it'll ever load. Which is, obviously you get crap. NH4 is ammonium. NaO3 is nitrate, ammonium nitrate, obviously. Then you have KCl, which is KCl is shit. What is K? Potassium chloride. Then you have you combine those two, and then you get potassium nitrate and ammonium chloride. Yeah, it's just a simple redox reaction. Right now in this, I couldn't tell you because I don't have a periodic table on me right now, but I'd say that the ammonium nitrate is being oxidized, and the KCl is being reduced. But you guys really don't need to know all that. You just really need to know how to make this stuff. So yeah, that's it. Jeff Mam, signing out. If you guys have any ideas of stuff that you want me to post, then not post, obviously not post, but if you have any ideas of like projects I'm going to do, then just let me know. And on my channel, just leave a comment leave a comment by the channel, or just email me. All right, see you guys.